All right. Happy Tuesday.
What is going on, everybody?
What bullshit holiday is it today? It's well, it is ice cream month.
Ice cream month
at Bond's grocery store.
Get the fuck out of here. That's not a
National Ice Cream Month. Oh, they have everything. Frozen Food Month. They have everything. What do you mean that's not a thing? Have you seen these holidays they have?
I don't know, man.
I mean, there's a day for everything. There's like Secretary's Day, Boss's Day, where you're supposed to lick your boss's nuts. Like, it's Boss's Day.
That's every day.
Right? And all the employees supposed to buy the boss a gift. Oh, it's Boss's Day. It's all capitalist bullshit to convince you to buy shit. Like,
we're 10 seconds into
the candy business and, in the greeting card business in business.
Yeah. There's that.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah. So
why would you have those days?
Do you love the fact now that the oceans are so hot that the clams and the oysters are baking?
You can just go out. You just go on out there and get yourself some clams. They're pre-cooked.
Yeah, pre-cooked clams. Oh, but it's not. But it's all fake.
Yeah, the climate change it's just a myth. Did you see those pictures of Lake Mead?
Oh no, I don't even want to imagine.
The cliff, like you could see where the water was and where it is now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you fly over Lake Mead, you could see it.
No, right. But there was some pictures of, I guess, from a boat. This guy was showing. You could see the water line. It's like fucking 30 feet high. Where the water used to be.
Oh yeah, it's bad. I mean, it's all bad. It's.
They're just now starting to talk about it publicly. Like, we might have to do something about this.
Well, what? My thing is this. I want to get now, and I've not been. I've not. I don't beat around the bush. I tell you, I'm living with my father,
right? And
I want him to get the Tesla batteries, so then you can pull the plug from Warren Buffett.
Well, here's
and be off the grid.
Here's the whole thing about it. Like, if you think about it, really, technologically speaking, every person could put solar panels on their house and have their own power.
Yeah,
and you wouldn't have to worry about this power. I mean, it's nice to have the power grid as a safety net and all that shit. But I'm saying, as far as relying on it constantly, like if you get these NV energy texts, I don't know. Well, your dad probably has the bill.
Yeah.
He probably gets them. But all week they've been saying, like, between 6 and 9, can you conserve your energy? Like, turn off your lights. And
good thing our show starts at 9.
Turn the AC up. No, but I'm saying, because they're worried about over stress of the grid and having a blackout. No, but this is like what you hear about. They say, remember when they always say, "Look what happens in Venezuela."
Oh yeah.
Well, look, it's happening here.
Yeah.
They're like, there's too many people on the planet. Period.
Yeah.
It's going to stress, and especially from the way that we live and our refusal to change the way we live. Like I said, everybody should be able to have solar panels in their house, and then that would cut how much whatever coal they burn.
Do you understand, you freaking liberal, that you are going to be taking away the jobs of good God-fearing Americans?
Yeah, but that's what happens
for you.
Sometimes that's what has happened, and you just have to figure out another way to make a living.
My answer is this, though. Wait a minute. I'm taking away a job from one American and giving it to another guy. You are going to dig for and get black lung, and then they go, well, I'm not going to lose my job to no solar panel. Wait a minute. They replaced you with a big digging machine that goes and just burrows into the ground and pulls out the coal faster than you can pickaxe it. And that's what they figured out a long time ago. And they're doing it.
All right.
So your job is not
robots,
secured.
Take your job.
They took my job. Yeah. And that's it. And that's it. What annoys me now, what I'm focused on now.
All you gotta do right now, Rob, I'm telling you right now, is go on Twitter.
Oh, forget about it.
Since I got kicked off Facebook, I've been on the Twitter, and I'm not really active, but I've been reading it and looking at it.
Oh, it's got to be embarrassing.
You just realize we're in serious trouble. Like there's
cheering. They're cheering.
There's a lot of fucking idiots in this country.
They're cheering in Tennessee right now.
They've stopped the vaccine. Did you see this?
Yeah.
They're trying to stop all vaccines.
Yeah, all vaccines.
All vaccines. Polio, smallpox.
I'm going to tell you right
measles,
now. My coworkers are all into this shit hardcore. Some of them is trolls. One of my friends, he tunes in. He's telling me he loves Tucker Carlson. He loves all this shit. Here's the thing.
It's funny when you're like, oh, it's trolling. Like, this is the actual government of Tennessee.
Yeah. They fired the immunologist. I apologize. I can't pronounce it. The woman who was in charge of all immunology in Tennessee, they fired her because she tried to do her job.
Yes. And she said that the entire time, her whole entire experience there was hostile. Like they were hostile to her the entire time.
Your job is to keep people safe. Then there was
their job is to push their alternative.
Well, no, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the woman they fired from Tennessee.
Right, but I'm saying
my thing is
it's
this:
like what's happening in Texas
Texas now. See, now I want to put out the irony. Let's rewind the clock. It's last year in Oregon. The Democrats wanted to pass a climate change bill.
Yes.
The Republicans said they didn't want to do it, so they fled. To have a quorum, you have to have a certain minimum number of I guess congressmen or president, elected officials or president. So the Republicans got in their cars and went out of state beyond the reach of the Oregon police. Now, in Texas, they're doing this, and they go, we're going to restrict voting rights. We're going to get rid of Sunday access, after work access, mail-in ballots. We're going to do all of the things. We're going after all of the times targeted against people of color or people of who are the left. They bring that up. It's like that's not even the point. The point is they're restricting access to voting.
Right.
So the Democrats in Texas.
Why would you do that?
Because they can't win.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
They can't win. Republicans can't win.
Why would you restrict? I said today, it's like they don't want to teach this race theory.
Critical race.
Is your country really free if it bans its own history?
Well, no. Here's
you can't talk about the history.
I'll give you the double-edged sword on that one. I'll give you the double-edged sword. They had some.
This is the freest country in the world, but don't you talk about the history of this country.
So no, but it's not that. It's not. That's not what critical race theory is. So I'm going to take a page from the right. So they had on Bill Maher about 2 months ago. They had what's her name from Fox News, Megyn Kelly. And Megyn Kelly said, I brought, I have my kid enrolled in an upclass school in Manhattan. And she was discussing either it was critical race theory or something similar. And it wasn't history theory. It wasn't really critical race theory. It wasn't a history. It was basically saying that there's different levels of racism, and it had charts. And it was, if you're a kid, okay.
Yeah, but
no, but here's the problem. You're trying to
ask you a question.
You're trying to codify something, and
no,
that's
but
my
can I
problem.
ask you a question? Here's the question that you got to ask every single person. Okay, if you know anything about the history of this country, right? The segregation, all shit, like back of the bus shit. Okay, who fucking made that? Who do you think made that?
Right.
I'm asking you.
No, but that's
but to say that it didn't exist.
That's not what you're saying. But that's not what it is. Whoa! But that's not what critical race theory is. That's not what it is. It's not. If I'm going by what they discussed in that segment.
Yeah, but see, you can't do that.
No, I'm going by what they discussed it as it was.
You can't do that. You got to look into it yourself.
Right. So if I'm going by what they discussed is they're basically trying to codify what modern day racism is. Now, parents who are even black are going, wait a minute. I'm a hardworking guy. No white man is holding me back. I don't want my kid to learn this. I know from the business thing that I do that there's room, and the room is pretty damn well mixed of different cultures. And they're going to look at this and go, wait a minute. I don't want my kid learning this. And I get that. The question is, how prevalent is critical race theory in schools? Are they actually teaching this in schools? I don't even care about whether or not it's real. Put that to the side for a moment. Put that all to the side. What I want to know is, I guarantee that all these right-wing fuckers are stoking these flames and are crying reverse racism. Of course they are. Now, what I want to know is, okay, so you're crying about reverse racism.
Yeah, but see, to me, that's an asinine argument.
No, what I want to know is if it's actually even being taught. In other words, if the way they're making it sound on your Tucker Carlson and your Fox and your OAN is that this is being taught in every goddamn classroom. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I want to know,
just like they've always said, like every college is like a liberal fucking, like brainwashing factory, and that is not true at all, because what's his name? Stephen Miller went to fucking Duke.
Yeah. No.
So don't tell me, you know what I mean, that they're just churning out these fucking communists out of no, it's a scare tactic that they've always used.
But what
for
I want
people
to
be afraid of education. And
I know that
education can be used to control people's thoughts.
I know that. What I'm saying is, okay, let's say this is being taught anywhere,
right?
And you go, okay, how many schools are actually teaching this? And also, I would want to go to the parent and go, okay, what are your actual objections? Okay, do you actually believe that you are a?
I guess I need to like really read it.
Right.
Myself, because
but
I read everybody's fucking interpretation of what they think it is,
and it's nothing probably near.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I really need to look into it myself. But what is it? And
what I want to know is, even if Fox News said it, they said, you know what, this is ridiculous. I thought we live in a country. How dare these Democrats abdicate their responsibilities? Now,
but I will say this: the whole time I was growing up, I thought it very strange that how they just gloss over like huge giant swaths of history in this country. Like if you go by like American history that's taught in school, like when I was in school,
what were you taught?
They basically teach you like the Revolutionary War, and then they skip like, oh, then there was the Spanish American War. Oh, and then there was like, and they skip like, oh. And then briefly they might mention like, oh, and then there was an Indian War and Custer got killed by what's his name. And then they move on. And then they never spoke about Vietnam. They never spoke really about slavery a lot. They never spoke about lots of things. And I always thought when I was younger that you can't do that. Like, why am I learning more about the history of this country from books I'm reading myself and movies and shit?
Well, that's the point. The point is this. The point is
there's a lot of suppression going on.
No, but that's fine. Because what did it do for you? At Bruce Leonard, it caused you to want to learn. Well, so you went on your own and you learned. Now, what I was taught, did they teach you about the Civil War? Was that discussed in Ohio?
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, but like I said, they never really talked about slavery.
All right. Well, no,
they made it was like, oh, they seceded, and they carefully danced around.
Right.
The real issues.
Here's the problem.
The whole problem why we can't have conversations in this country.
I know. What my thing is this. My thing is this. So my good friend Sal, roommate of mine, godfather to his kid, best man at his wedding. So this is obviously a close friend. He and I had the same education. We're New Yorkers. When you go to Lakeland School District, you learn about your town's place in the Revolution.
Well, they did that too. Like in Kentucky, you had to take Kentucky history.
Right.
They taught you about Daniel Boone and all that shit.
Right, but this was a bit different because you're talking about how your town played a role in the development of the country.
Well, they talk about that too.
So now I
about how it was a border state.
Right.
During the Civil
War. But the point is this:
that,
the point is his wife is from Georgia, and she was taught about the Civil War because in the South, the Civil War was mostly fought in the South. Right. It got up as far as Pennsylvania, but they didn't really have.
Well, they burned Georgia to the ground.
Right, but that's the point now. So we're being taught about the Revolution, how the country was started. They're being taught about the Civil War, and in some of these books, it says that slaves had choices and they had freedoms, and they were glad.
It's bullshit,
right? But that's bullshit.
That's why people like Marjorie Taylor Greene exist.
Right,
they have this fucked up, warped view of
right. But now, knowing where their knowledge comes from, where do you proceed? In other words, okay, now
Well, I think that's what the critical race theory is an attempt at doing.
Well, here's
now,
my
whether
thing.
it's poorly executed or not is another debate. But I'm saying I think that's what it is.
What I think is going to have to happen is
this attempt just to have this conversation.
First thing
that nobody wants to have.
Fuck that conversation. I don't care about that, and I'll tell you why. This will wash out through voting.
Well, that's why they're doing.
If you get in there and you go, look, I am sick of my country being run by 20% of America. I'm tired of this shit.
Well, you realize, like I said, the Nazis themselves never got over like 36% popularity, but yet they were able to take over the country. So that's what I mean. But the fascists know that they're the minority, especially when they know. Like now they know. They see it on paper. They're like, okay, we're going to be the minority. They're freaking out, right? So their next move is, they're already doing it now, is to try to take over the power by dismantling the systems in place.
Well, we got the one person. Here's the thing: we got this new Congresswoman Lauren Boebert,
right?
And she goes, "I am living the American dream. Period. I came up from welfare, comma, standing in line waiting for government cheese, comma, to now running for Congress. Period." Okay, now she said this: "Let's keep radical socialists out of government so the people can be empowered to lift themselves out of poverty, comma, rather than wait on government." Wait a minute. The government saved your life.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's how stupid
you hate the government, and you're going to run to be a part of the government that gave you an opportunity to run.
Yes.
You stupid. And now you have to understand.
No, that's the same as Marjorie Greene. See, the same way. Like, these people hate the government, but yet they want to be in the government.
This is the problem now.
Why would you want to be in the government?
Bruce, here's the problem that you're not.
Because what they're doing is, what they're doing is filling it up enough that they can take control of it. And they're pushing all the boundaries now.
No, but you're not thinking about but you're not thinking about it completely. You don't have the whole view. You have to understand something. You think they're stupid, right?
No,
you
think
no. You think do you think they're
following
stupid?
Is stupid, and a lot of these people are stupid, like these people are. They're useful idiots to the people who are really running that program.
But a person like Lauren Boebert,
there are smart people like Bannon.
Right,
Steve
but wait
Bannon.
a minute. My point is this:
like
a Lauren Boebert. And what's the other one? Marjorie Taylor Greene.
They're tools.
They think, but they themselves consider themselves to be savants. They consider themselves to be the intelligent, intellectual elites.
They do.
They think they are.
Yes.
And then their
but
followers
the people that
think
run,
that.
Yeah, but the people that are running them laugh at them.
Of course.
They're a fucking joke.
Of course they are.
They're useful to,
of course.
They have to cater to this idiot base.
And what I love is, and both sides do this. Their idiot savant in their eyes is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Sure, a lot of people.
I would love to see.
She is very witty and funny at times.
I watched her debate the medical big pharma, and she did a good job. But I would love to see the two of them debate. And you know what would happen?
Marjorie was trying to
but nothing would
her for a long time.
Nothing would happen though, because each side automatically believes that they won, so no information gets through. So it would be pointless.
Well, that's the point. Is
we've
gotten to the point in this country where people are just yelling at each other.
Jon Stewart debated
no longer having
Bill O'Reilly. Jon Stewart debated Bill O'Reilly. This was classic. People, if you want to understand our wavelengths and where we're coming from, watch Jon Stewart debate Bill O'Reilly. It is funny. Yeah. Oh, Ian. Hey. Yeah, I just being lazy. I didn't want to hear. Here. Hold on. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. Yeah, we'll do this one. That's a favorite.
Too lazy.
There we go.
The background.
Or I could give you what you really want. I know what you really want.
Don't fucking do it. God damn it.
Yeah. Or how about this one? No, that one's nice. I like that. Yeah.
And that guy. There's another one.
Yeah. Which guy?
The fucking pillar dude.
Yeah, him.
These people are nuts.
Him?
Yes. They're fucking crazy.
Him?
Dude, turn it off, please.
Look at him. That's what he really looks like when you peel back the layers. And you got to realize the guy's a crackhead.
No, that's what I'm saying. Underneath of it all.
The guy's a crackhead.
Underneath all of it. He's just a crackhead.
Yeah, he's just a crackhead. He's a crackhead that made a...
I mean, look at him.
He's a crackhead who made a pillow. Oh, yeah, hold on. Here's the American story. You succeed. You fail. You fail. You fall. You succeed. You succeed, and all you have to do is maintain. It's right. All you have to do is maintain. Right. So for me, I looked at this guy and I saw this guy.
A lot of people can't do that.
I saw this lovable guy and I go, oh, look at this guy. He's lovable, but he seems off. Before I knew he was a crackhead, I thought he was a crackhead because here he is clutching a pillow, screaming and going,
hey, Billy Mays.
Let me tell you about my beautiful pillow made right here in my home state of Minnesota. Right. And this is the most comfortable pillow with my custom fill that you will ever get, made right here, American made in Minnesota. And he's clutching a pillow at 3 a.m. and I'm going, he's on drugs, or he was.
Made after 14 days of constant, no sleep.
I was
working
snorting.
In the garage.
And my custom fill is really, my custom fill, it's the most custom fill ever. It's really asbestos, which is why I'm the way I am. But it's really the liner from Pink Panther from a roof. But nobody asked me any questions because it's from my home state of Minnesota. Yeah, and I'm going, you know what?
Is that Billy Mays? I said, like, when you see Billy Mays.
Billy Mays, Sarah, let me tell you about the wonderful OxyClean.
Like, oh, Billy Mays died of a heart attack. Oh, shocker.
But no, I love, here's the thing.
Really, man, that guy?
I like this guy. And I'm going to tell you why I like this guy.
He was so calm.
No, I liked Mike Lindell because he was like, okay, you were a fuck up and you got your shit together. Then...
Right, but then he lost his rocker again.
So no, he was never there to begin with. Because then we saw you peel back the layers, and this is what you got.
Right.
This is the real Mike Lindell. Now we see.
Well, see, that's what happens when you give a crackhead a lot of money, and they think they're powerful now.
Right. Hey, look at that! Look, they got the bags under his eyes.
Like, yeah, don't you know, man? I made all the pillows and back.
Yeah, right. And that's the thing. He's a whack job. And
custom fill is crack.
I loved, but you know, like here we go. Here we go.
A baking soda in the.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna snort my pillows right here in my home state of Minnesota. I'm gonna burn them and then I'm gonna huff them. No, and that's fine. I liked this guy's whole thing until I found out. Like, all right, fine. Here's the thing. When you lose, and you go, okay. When
no, but see, this is the
2004
deal.
happened.
This is what you don't get is these fascists, and don't make no mistake, that's what they are. They know that numerically they are going to lose a lot of elections. So what do you do if you're scared?
You gotta cheat.
You're going to lose power. You take the power however you can. It's the history of mankind. And they are already pushing, like I said, the boundaries and trying. They're going to try. They're going to keep trying. Because that's all they got.
Yeah. And that's how you get. But here's the thing. If you keep lying enough, Trump said this, and he was very right about this. He goes, if you keep lying enough.
Did you see him yesterday? This is literally what he said to those people. He said, if I don't like the poll, I say it's fake. But if I like it, I say it's the greatest thing ever.
Oh, he's honest. He's so honest.
No, I know what I'm saying. He's honestly telling you that he's full of shit.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody cares.
Do you remember when he told about the swamp thing?
He's like, I lie.
So he goes, remember when I said, I bet we got to drain the swamp. Well, now we won. We don't have to drain the swamp anymore. So now I got these people, beautiful people. Beautiful people. I've got people. They're so good people.
Every single day.
He tells you he lies. And the people.
No, I'm saying. The Trump thing is
he could shit right in their mouth.
I cannot wrap my head around it.
He could shit right.
No, I mean now,
right in their mouth.
Even now, like it's been going on all this time. Like, and here's the thing about it that I don't get. Okay, throughout history, there's always been people like this.
Yeah.
And there's always been movements like this.
Napoleon.
Right. But
he's most like
you can
Napoleon.
bring up all the fucking, Mussolini, Hitler, fucking, all of them. But my point is, why this fucking guy? Why this orange fucking idiot?
Well,
I don't get the appeal of him.
I get it.
What I'm saying.
I get it.
I don't get.
I get it. I told you a million times.
If I was gonna be led by somebody, I want to feel like
no.
He's smarter than me.
But he is. But he is smarter than them.
Fucking
but
moron.
no. But wait a minute.
No, he's a
no. You're not thinking. He is smarter than the people who like him. He is smarter than those people, and he is. He goes in the room. Remember your joke. Your joke is, I'm going to take a paper out of Bruce Leonard. Goes, yeah. You know, you got this trucker hat and I got a Armani suit. You do the joke. You do the joke better than I. You do the joke. It's your best. It's your signature. Why
would I do that here?
Why not? It sums it up.
But it's the truth.
Do the liner. It's so perfect.
What is it? Only in this country could a guy land a private jet with his fucking name on the side, get out wearing a $5,000 Armani suit, put on a trucker hat, and people go, "He's one of us."
The hat makes it so.
That hat makes it so.
No, but that's it though. When you're desperate for something, you have to remember. What did he follow? For let me break it down. I'll break it.
Why would you think for 1 second that this guy cares about you at all?
Bruce, can I break it down for you? Would you believe that at this quick example, you'll understand?
Right.
Okay. Who was their president? George W. Bush. And he was the most Republican. I'm going to be conservative Republican. I'm going to be Christian conservative. I'm going to be, and he lose and he wins barely, but they get the referendum in 2006. They lose the House. Now, Obama comes in.
Well, see, that's when they freaked out.
Obama came in.
That's when they knew. And we've lost control.
Remember
of this situation.
No, but wait a minute. Now think about this. And what did they do on Fox News? They would do this all the time. They would go, and now we've got the leftist Barack Hussein Obama, and they would lean into the Hussein
with his tan suit and his grape upon mustard.
All right, now
he's an elitist. He thinks he's better than
Barack
you.
Obama was a milky, boring, middle of the road.
Yeah, but you know what?
Not the worst, not the best president.
He was a real man of the street.
Right. Whatever.
Like he came from the street.
Whatever.
He was a political organizer.
Right.
In Chicago.
But forget about that. I don't care about that. You're thinking too much. Simplify it, Bruce. Simplify it. Black president. Fuck this nigger is in the back of people's minds.
But that's what
this guy.
That's what I was saying is that's when they lost their minds, man.
Fuck this guy.
They lost control.
He's a Muslim.
Like we've lost control.
His name is insane. He's a terrorist. He's a fuck this guy. Yes. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. And then he
tried to show like video from black churches.
I know.
Black people right. How
yeah, I know.
We're gonna,
right. I remember all of it. My father was screaming at the TV. Everyone was screaming. So now, because he had that reverse racist sounding preacher in Chicago.
Yeah.
It was so we're going to overthrow the white man. He kept saying that we're going to overthrow the white man. So now, that's Barack Obama's guy. That's where Barack Obama gets all his cues from.
Right.
We're going to overthrow the white man. Cracker ass cracker motherfucker. In Jesus' name we pray that we will get rid of these cracker ass cracker motherfuckers. In Christ's name we pray. Cracker ass motherfucker. And we're going to get these cracker ass motherfuckers off this cracker ass motherfucking plane. Let me tell you something with these crack. And then Fox News were like, oh God. Oh, and Sean Hannity was like, yes, that's what I wanted.
So this fucking bitch put on Twitter the other day, she's like, I don't even recognize Joe Biden's America. And I'm like, it's been 6 months.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Wait, well, so let's wait.
And what has radically changed in your life?
Know. Well, wait.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, let's get to the point of how we got
in your personal life. What has radically changed?
Nothing. I know.
That's
but no. So now
like, I can't even recognize this place.
But you had President Blackenstein, and people were sick of it. So now here's the thing, and I want to remind everybody that a president is a figurehead unless he has the control of the Congress behind him. Biden is Democrat. He's got the House and the Senate, both Democrat, barely. They can't get anything done. There's gridlock. They're trying to get rid of the filibuster so they can push through
well, today they made some kind of agreement.
They did. So here's the thing: they got the infrastructure. They're going to do a referendum to get the climate bill through, and they're trying to get I can't remember the guy, the congressman's name, John, with the Voting Rights Act. Now
I just can't wrap my head.
I'm explaining it. I'm going to tell you.
I'm talking about the climate thing.
Well, no, but
anybody can right now
I know, but there's
amidst all of this.
But I guarantee you,
still saying that we don't need to do something.
Bruce, you're thinking too hard. You're thinking too hard. This is what happened. They had 8 years of Obama. They got nauseous. What happens? The guy comes down the elevator with his hooker wife, with his hot piece of ass wife. So all these other fucking guys are gonna come in with their ugly ass wife. Now you got Melania Trump. Who doesn't want to fuck Melania Trump? I'll fuck Melania Trump. Everyone wants to fuck her.
I don't want to fuck her.
Because you got a nice. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, average American, my dad, my uncle, they look at Melania Trump and they're going, "Oh, I'm going to take those super beta prostate pills. I'm going to get my dick going so hard and rub a couple out for America."
Yeah, but that's why Kim Kardashian and people like that are famous.
Well, fine. So now you got the hot wife. You got the hot daughter. You got the wealthy guy. He's been on TV. He's in your home. And what is the first thing out of his fucking mouth? The first time around, it was fuck the Chinese. And you can go, and no one said shit. They were like, it's mildly racist, but he's talking about it in trade fine. This time around, he goes, Mexicans are rapists and murderers. And now every fucking...
Well, I'm going to parse those words. He didn't exactly say
No. You did. He did. Now, so now every fucking white guy who was pissed off at 8 years of Obama is going, my dick just got so hard.
You don't understand. Listen to me. This is I swear to God. The night of the election, I was watching TV. I had to work in the morning. I still lived in Cincinnati. So I had to go to work at 4 a.m. So I was watching it and I saw what's going to happen. It's like, oh, he's going to fucking win. It's like, all right, there's no need to sit up and watch this. So I went to bed, right? I got up. I went to work. I was like, I'm hungry. There's a McDonald's next door. I get to work. I go, hey, I'm hungry. I'm going to go get a biscuit at McDonald's or whatever. I walked over to McDonald's and I opened the door and it's filled with people that look like your dad.
Oh, yeah.
And they were having a party.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, crusty white dudes dancing and shit. No, I swear. They were all like dancing on Hillary Clinton's grave and like laughing their ass off.
Not here.
And
it was somber out here.
Well, I was living in Ohio.
Here it was depressing. Here was somber. You had people on it. I bet you
if you went outside, right? It does.
He does. He looks like he's being transported up.
Look, I'm kind of disappeared. Look, you can kind of see through me. Look.
Yeah, you can.
I'm sort of transparent. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I love it.
To be totally transparent. Here.
Hey, hold on. I'm going to ask Ian a question. Ian. So wait, no, hold on. He talked tonight is Champagne's. Is Taco Dive Bar a thing? What's going on?
No, it got closed.
But I want to get look, I'm giving him a chance to talk, to tell us. Duh.
It's not his fault.
I'm not saying anything's his fault. Nothing's his fault. We're just having a conversation. Please, bro. We're having or Tucker Carl said, we're just having a conversation here.
I just think it's funny that
what happened to Taco Dive Bar? And I'll tell you right now, I am interested. I'm genuinely interested in this. I'd like to know where if it's not going to be a thing, where will we see you? We're shut down. The owner doesn't know when they're opening. Okay, so hold on.
Somebody's filming a pilot for VH1. And they just called, so they're coming out tonight.
Staffing
to Champagne.
What? What? All right, now I'm going to Champagne.
I guess I don't know.
They're
like, is that cool with you? I was like, what?
Now I'm going to be on VH1.
Yeah.
Caption this on VH1.
Why would that not be cool? Like, no, that's not cool. I'm totally not trying to become successful.
Bob Larry and Bruce Leonard break down the week on VH1's Caption This.
Ian has a bunch of shows in the pipe, none of which feature me. But support him anyway.
I'm sorry, man.
That's
I didn't.
The kind of guy I am. No, I'm serious.
Jesus. Oh boy, I didn't say it.
I'm a fucking. Whatever.
I understand, but I didn't say it.
Whatever. I didn't mean anything by it. I love you.
I don't know how.
You know that.
I don't know how I want to work in this industry, but I'd like to work in this industry. And one day I could come across the table and the door opens up, and a man with long white hair will go, "You know what, Bruce? I just don't see a future for you here."
right now.
It's back to the dive bar with you.
You know, Vegas is like.
Oh, you have champagnes?
I'm not sure this is your town.
You know what, Bruce? I think we just bulldozed champagnes.
You know, I think that you're great. Your material is like, you know, a borderline genius. But
oh boy, wait a minute, Ian. So according to Bruce, Ian,
speaking of like,
Ian thinks that Ian, you think that Bruce's material is genius.
I didn't say that. I was fucking.
I understand, but
fucking with him.
But you're projecting now. You're projecting.
I'm fucking with.
All right, I see a little projection here. I'm a little projection.
There's like, I think you're a little too smart for Vegas. Therefore, I can't book you.
Oh, whoa, Ian is so humble.
I would never say that.
Champagnes is better than any.
It's not true, dude.
Wait a minute.
It is not true. Like I said.
Wait a minute. If champagnes is better than any mic.
When I came here, Noreen's was bumping.
Wait a minute. Which version?
40 comics.
Which version of champagnes are we talking about? Are we talking about champagnes when it was run by Randall, when it was run by John, or when it was run by Bruce?
No, those guys themselves have told me that it's better now than it's ever been. But
with or without the taco truck?
Have a frame of reference.
With or without the taco truck?
The taco truck made it better, for sure.
It's cooler for sure. Ian, you are a humble
Definitely
man.
Made it cooler. The taco truck.
So I will know that if Ian makes it,
but I'm still doing well,
Bruce. Okay, but if Ian makes it, and I see you open up the door to his limousine, I'm gonna go. You know what? You know
that
what?
Would never happen. You do that? Do I seem like that kind of guy? Like I would have a limousine, like an entourage of dudes.
And then no, I said you're opening the limousine for Ian. You would be opening. The limousine.
Yeah, if he was like made his.
And then the door opens up and Ian gets out and Charlie's got a mink shoal on, and it's like Indecent Proposal, and you want to say something but you can't. There's a single teardrop coming down your left eye. And
that would never happen. I'll tell you that right now.
And Charlie has a mink shoal and an accordion and ukulele around her, and Ian's just like, Bruce, bring it around the block. Don't park it at Champagne's.
We're getting ready. I said we're getting ready to go to Indiana. It's going to be so much fun. Everyone's coming. A lot of people that have been following me for a long time in the Midwest on the internet, they've never seen me or all. There's people driving up.
Well, see, he thinks you look great in a show for that. Yeah, man.
I can open the door for you, sir.
Yeah.
And change my name to like Jeeves or
excuse me, Timothy.
Jeeves Leonard.
Timothy. And then Ian changes. So Ian takes out a 100.
Chauncey Gardner.
Ian takes out 100, rolls it up, and smokes it in front of you. No. Oh, look at that! That was your rent money. I just smoked it.
Like such an odd question that someone would ask you if you mind. If someone would like, oh, there's some people in town filming something for, some network.
Would you mind?
Would you mind if they came to your thing? Like, it's like, who would be like, no, keep them away.
Fucking VH1.
What we're doing here is for us.
Fuck MTV networks.
Which I always say that. Like, I think that's what makes Champagne so cool, is because I said, Champagne is really for us. But like people get to watch it, but it's for us. It's basically a huge comics hang and everybody, fucks around and works on things and tries things. And everybody genuinely has fun. And that's the difference.
How's my goatee game going this week?
Better than your head game.
No, hold on. I got the head on, but
I know.
The hair.
Right? I was like,
hair is thicking.
I hardly have ever seen you grow it out that far.
Yeah, well,
I noticed that as soon as I walked in. It was like, whoa, like you never usually keep it smooth,
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna grow it out?
Yeah. Get dreadlocks. I could.
Just fucking with that big forehead and dreadlocks in
the back. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, you see that, but you see that.
That'd be hilarious. It would take a long time.
Though. No, I don't want to do that. So no, okay. I want to promote something. We've got.
No, I get that, Ian. I mean, some people they got to work. Like nobody fucking knows that more than me. I hate fucking working now. Like, I'm so ready.
All
Like,
right, so
that's what I mean. Like, I need these gigs, Ian. I need to quit my fucking job. Like, every dollar I can get, it fucking.
all right. We want to
I have
promote
enough money saved up now that I'm like, it's really a tempting. Like, okay, I need to get off. But me and Charlie going to Indiana, like I said, is the first step in our grand plan. Like, so that I can jump off and become.
I'm not yawning at what you're saying. I had 2 Philly
again.
cheesesteaks and a beer. So, here's the thing. Now we're gonna promote one of our good friends. This is going to be happening at Versus Pro Studios on August 8th, 6:30 bell time.
Is that wrestling?
Yes, Versus Pro Studios. Now it's called Ketz Pro Wrestling, and it's a Marcus Dietz promotion. Ketz Pro Wrestling.
This is Marcus
Dietz. Ketz Pro. I don't know.
Where did he get the fucking mask guy?
He's got a lot of good guys.
No, that guy with the mask.
Yeah, that guy.
See, that guy looks like something. You know, like
yeah,
hey.
I've got his shirt.
Does he look like that when he shows up to wrestle?
His name is like Funny Bones or Wild Bones or some shit like that.
You know what I'm saying, does he look like that when he shows up?
Yeah, and that's Marco Arriaga's sister. And I should stop saying that because it's fucked up for her. But I'll learn.
Yeah, what's her fucking name, man?
I forget her name. It's like fucking Moon Knight or some shit, something like that.
You can't be like, yeah, that she's known as what's her name's sister.
No, I know, but remember we're speaking to a crowd of comedians also.
It doesn't matter.
I know. I'm acknowledging that it's not great.
Promote it in Marcus's voice.
Okay.
There you go.
No, shut up, Charlie. You know, I gotta go. You know what, Bruce? Shut the fuck up, man. Fucking. All right, man. So we've got this promotion coming, and I'm doing wrestling. I'm not doing comedy anymore because fuck you guys. And so it's called Deep Blue Siege, kind of like Deep Blue Sea, but I called it Siege.
Excuse me, that's the cease and desist letter.
No,
Warner Brothers or
fuck Warner Brothers. It's gonna be a Versus Pro Studios, which is on Maryland Parkway at the Boulevard Mall. You gotta walk around a little bit until you can find it. It's one of the storefronts in the mall. It's by the movie theater.
You walk around.
It's like by the suit place where they sell the shiny suits. It's going to be at 6:30, and tickets are $20 and $15 if you buy now.
Funny how he moved to Texas to run a wrestling gig in Vegas.
I'm running a wrestling gig in Vegas, but
it seems very inefficient.
Bruce, shut the fuck up, Bruce. Okay, I got a job. I have a career. I have a career in Texas, Bruce.
Start up a wrestling company in Vegas where I used to live.
Fuck off, man. I have a career in. You know what I do in Texas now? I deliver Dominoes.
No, it's cool that he has a wife and all that.
I have a Dominoes career.
It just seems very inefficient to move out of a place.
You know what?
And start a company in that place.
You know what? Fuck you, Bruce. And you can also buy my Make America Skate Again hat. It comes in one color. It comes in black. Because I ran out of red hats. They were sold out for some reason.
They seem to be popular.
So it's going to be at Versus Pro Studios. I'm not going to get in the ring because I don't like to go to the gym. I'd rather go to the Jimmy John's.
Why does that guy right down the street? Why does the guy look like a generic Freddy Krueger?
What? Yeah? Well, that's like a hitman look. That's like a hitman look.
Like,
and then I don't know who this guy is.
Dude, did you see? This is off the subject, but did you see that story about the fucking guy, the rapper guy that got out of prison? Guy got out of prison, right?
Okay.
Gets home, walking up to his house. There's a video of it. 2 cars drive up. They start yelling at him. And then they just unloaded on him with AR-15s and shot him 68 times. 68 times.
What the fuck?
Guy got shot 68 times.
65 times.
64 times. 60.
In Chicago.
Yes.
Rapper shot as many times as he walked.
Yes. As he walked out of jail.
He probably was going to snitch.
You know what I mean? He already snitched. That's why they were letting him out of jail.
Oh, he snitched.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucko snitched.
64 bullet wounds to the head and other parts of the body.
Look at him. First of all, look like a cross-eyed motherfucker. And look at, he's got a target on his neck. Look at the picture of him. Yeah. He's actually got a bullseye right on his neck. He's got one eye looking off to the fucking left. I don't even know who the fucking guy is. Who went by the stage name KTS Dre.
Well, they always say rapper shot. And I'm like, who? I never heard of him. But yeah.
Yeah, fucking stitches. Snitches don't get stitches anymore.
Right, they get 64 shots to the head.
Yeah. Fuck,
no, we were talking about that. It was like, dude, most of the time in these kind of things, they miss all the time. They shoot everything around the guy. Like these guys were training.
AR-15s.
They knew how to shoot.
You know, but this makes this. You brought up a subject now. You know that.
What?
There's two conversations going on. The right now wants to say that because of Biden, there's a crime wave. But then you go, okay, so are we going to address gun violence? No.
Right.
Wait a minute. But you said there's a crime wave.
Now to give everyone a gun. That's it. So just give everyone a gun. That'll solve the problem.
There's a crime wave, and there's lots of guns.
Right.
So I can't throw knives across the street. I'm not good at throwing knives across the street with deadly accuracy. I'm just saying I can. Bruce.
I love the fallacy argument that
Bruce, I've known 2 years.
We're already the most heavily armed country on the face of the earth, and yet there's still crime.
Bruce, can you throw knives across the street?
Even more guns. No. Well, you can if you're good at it.
No, I mean, like, I'm talking about across Maryland, across the 15. If I give you some knives, some steak knives, can you throw them across the interstate and kill somebody on the other side? All right. So what can do that? What can kill somebody from a distance? Bows and arrows can.
Well, it's not even that.
A crossbow. A Choco New,
those kinds of guns,
which is a Chinese crossbow that has there's a
those
cartridge.
Kinds of guns like AR-15 or whatever. Right? They're only designed to do one fucking thing:
kill efficiently.
Yes. As fast as possible.
They're not even designed to kill. You know what they're designed to do? If you put the right ammunition in there, those rounds were designed to tumble. They have tumble rounds that you can put in there. So you lose a limb and you bleed out, and now your fellow men have to stop and try to, stop the bleeding of the wound.
No, but my point being, it's not for hunting or anything of that.
No, it's for killing.
It's for killing. That's it.
That's it.
And some people are like, "Oh, I need these guns.
I need the stopping power."
I'm from Kentucky.
They always say stopping power.
Nobody goes hunting with the AR-15, and anybody that you see online that says, "Oh, that's not true," they do, like, is full of shit. There is one thing that they do use it for.
What? Killing?
Yes, but they have the feral hog problem.
All right.
Sometimes these farmers will get AR-15 so they can shoot those fucking pigs because there's so many of them.
All right. Okay.
But that's like the only legitimate.
And is that the only gun that can kill a pig?
No.
All right, then. So
no, but again, it's designed so that he can shoot a bunch of them because they don't just come one pig.
No, but an AR-15 is not rapid fire unless you fuck with it. Unless you put a bump stock on it, it's not rapid fire. Or you gotta shave down the receiver.
Down the redneck area.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like they don't hesitate to do some shit like that. Yeah, no.
Here's my thing. My
point being, we're already the most heavily armed country that you could imagine. Right?
Yeah.
And that hasn't made crime go away.
Yeah.
So the argument that if you just keep giving people more guns, somehow it'll make the situation better.
and then they go.
It's not very
well, here's the other one they're blaming on Biden now. They're blaming the high gas prices on Biden, to which I responded to a guy at my job who's going, "Well, Boss Larry, the gas prices under Joe Biden are through the roof." Yeah, and when Bush was in office, because of Hurricane Katrina and the slow response, the gas prices were over $4 a gallon, and that was in 2005, 16 years ago.
Also, though, people are ignoring the fact that the reason why gas prices were low,
oil speculators.
Also the reason why gas prices were low is because of the pandemic.
Right,
on quarantine, so nobody was driving.
No one's using gas, so the value goes plummets.
Exactly. Nobody's buying, so value goes up. The economy
demand, you dumb motherfucker.
The economy reopens, which they begged for, which they were like, on one hand, they were like, we need to open up the economy again. And right. And then when they reopen the economy, then they go, look at its gas prices going up through the roof.
All right, you stupid shits. Let me explain something to you now. Let me explain something to you. The multitude of you out there, multitude means a lot. A lot of you are very ignorant. In other words, you don't know what you don't know. Now, if you don't understand something, instead of looking to the tinfoil man online in 8chan, 4chan parlor, instead of trying to find somebody with a whacked out assessment of the situation as you, maybe, just maybe, that weirdo liberal guy with the suit and the tie and the degree plastered on his wall, maybe that guy took the time, spent the money, got the education so he can learn and then teach you.
You didn't see the Newsmax video where the guy was like, his opening line is, well, I'm not a doctor, but vaccines are bad, and this is why. Blah, 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 blah.
No,
but keep in mind, I am not a doctor.
I'll give you an example. Now,
what makes you qualified to say
we all know that obnoxious, and I always say Northwest because this is where it comes from, the Northwest liberal, coddled, little hipster types. We all know those people. Now, if you were to say to me, my car broke down in Portland and I'm in one of those areas, I guess I'll have to find one of them to fix my car. And you would go, well, wait a minute. Whoa, they're not qualified. They're not qualified to do that. Okay, if you don't have enough knowledge to know what is or is not right, what qualifies as a person, if you don't know that, stop and ask. Now, if you are asking people in the same hemisphere as you, look, if I want to go and get knowledge about guns, I'm not going to go and try to look up information on New York Times or MSNBC or CNN or any of that. I'm going to go to somebody who's knowledgeable in that field.
But here's the deal.
And how would you know what is or what isn't?
Here's their tactic now. No, what I'm saying, if let's say that this guy, whoever he is saying something that they don't like, right? Some scientists are saying like, hey, did you not see like that the lake mead is almost empty and the ocean's on fire and like, perhaps we need to do something. Well, they don't like what he says. Well, what do? They don't discredit what he's saying. They attack him politically. They say, well, this guy's a fucking left wing, and he's only saying that because he's a left wing communist or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't attack the scientific points that he's making because they can't. This is a classic Dinesh D'Souza tactic.
Oh yeah, and Tucker Carlson,
right? But I'm saying is this is what they do. They don't say, like, did you see what Tucker Carlson did last night? He said what the Texas Democrats did was basically an act of insurrection.
But this is basically the Republicans did this in Oregon.
Did an actual insurrection with violence and everything, and to him that's not a big deal.
No, but here, when we're talking about like Lake Mead, for instance, this is Lake Mead now.
Yes,
sandstone is that's what it looks like. You got water passing through it. As it gets exposed to the air for extended periods of time, it rusts. There's oxidation. That's how you get all these colors. So this is an indication of where the water should be.
Right.
That's how low it has gotten.
Yes.
That's totally bad.
Totally not a big deal, that's totally not
bad. That's so real simple. Hold on, one more time.
But see, listen, if you want to go all the way out to the macro view of everything.
This is bad.
Right? It's bad, yes. But also these same people are like, don't have an abortion. Don't do, have more people. Like they're fucking it up on all ends, let's take all the resources we have, burn them up or whatever, and also at the same time, let's create more people at all times.
Let's double down on the stupidity.
And not think about how to take care of these people at all.
Hold on. Let's give you one more.
Let's have more people and convince them all that they must live in a dog-eat-dog capitalist society.
Wait a minute. Now, here's a marina. Instead of going, wow, we've got a problem with water, let's, you know what to do? Push the marina further into the lake. Push it further into the lake. Push it further, goddammit! There will be boats in this fucker.
Right.
Look, I don't know if you can see my mouse. That's the water line. That's what the water's supposed to be. That also means here, look how far back the water was. Look how far back the beach would have been. All of this would have been covered. Look at this little hill right here. That hill is dark for a reason, but because that's how high the water would have been.
A problem.
That's how high the water's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be like this. This is not normal. And don't tell me, oh, well, see, Rob, what you don't understand is weather goes in cycles and it goes up and down. No, it's going in one direction, higher and higher.
And you know what's funny, too, is this is going on, right? And then yesterday or a couple of days ago, it rained. And for Vegas, it really rained.
Yeah.
Like, it was raining. And people were bitching.
Oh, you dumb motherfuckers.
Bro, goddamn, it fucking rain. And you're like, dude, do you not understand that this is life falling down on you? Like, and if it doesn't fall down on you more than this, in a few years, you're going to be, do you not understand that you might pretty soon these communities are going to start fighting over who gets this water and where it gets distributed,
and who's going to take
the water? People are going to start freaking out.
Here we go again. Hold on, one more time. One more time for posterity.
Yeah.
Okay. These are and I don't know if these are little turbine generators type things. I really want to drive the point home a million goddamn times.
Those turbines aren't going to turn anymore.
They're not going to because there won't be enough water pressure.
Just shut down. And then what happens? Well, the right wingers ain't got a plan for that, do they?
And by the way, and it's getting worse, and it's getting worse. Mind you,
that's my main problem with them. Like, people would listen to you and think that you're some radical fucking person.
Hold on, I'm leaving. Like, we're not. We're gonna leave. No, I know. But what I'm saying is, Bruce, me we're leaving the picture there because I'm trying to make this as simple as a 5-year-old can get it.
I'm not even saying that. I'm saying,
look how simple we're making this.
The point is that these people don't. The reason why you sound radical is because these people don't have any solutions to any of these problems. You've never heard a right-wing person try to actually look at this problem and say, well, how can we fix this? Like, no, it's all about, this is a big conspiracy against industry and trying to hold down the capitalist economy and make it into communist.
I'm not even that.
Because they don't have any real ideas.
Right. Well, they don't.
That's the point.
But
their only ideas is to be against everything.
But we're trying to make this as simple as possible. This was 6 years ago on the right. It got worse. That was bad in 2015.
But here's my question to you. Do you really believe that it's not too late?
I think it is too late.
I don't think so. I think that we're on a roller coaster that's clicking. Like, it's clicking. Like, click, 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 click. The only question is, Rob, will this roller coaster go down the hill in your lifetime or not? Because sooner or later, all of society will fracture. If you don't have water or electricity, basic things that people are used to having, and if you don't have it, all you need to do is look at what happened in New Orleans and Hurricane Katrina to realize how thin the fabric of society really is and how fast it can just unravel.
Or fucking Texas.
Unravel.
Where they don't even protect their own grid.
But they didn't have riots or anything, but I'm saying.
Oh, they will.
No, that's my point.
They will.
As soon as the electric goes out, or like I said, people can't there's not enough water for all these communities. These communities are going to start fighting over who gets to have that water.
Low water levels. Launch at your own risk.
Everything that humanity has built will slowly unravel and fall apart. And you will be living in a Mad Max kill or be killed,
And you know what?
World. And that's what it'll be like.
They want that. They want that because that gets to train. It gets to test their metal. I've been preparing for this. I'm doomsday prepping. I got buckets of food. I got this. You know what I want to? You know what I would love the most, Bruce? Would all these
They
people
don't
would
seem so
With all these
now,
people with their food buckets, I would love for them to have no water to cook their food bucket
Although
meals.
I still contend.
I would love for them to have no water for them to cook their food buckets with. I would love to sit there with their fucking
dry ass MRI
shit, and there's no with their water.
Can't even spit on it. Like
add water to make a pizza. I'd love to see that.
Right. Well, I didn't count on that. I prep for everything except the no water part.
Yeah, kind of.
And how good is all that ammunition if you ain't got no water?
Yeah. Hold on. Let's do this one more time, and people will be watching us today. Here we go.
There could be a.
Look at this. Look at this. Here's simple. We make it real simple for you. Real simple. Oh, wait a minute. That's a full. That's a full reservoir. What happened to the water?
Right.
But there's water here, and then and that was.
There's no hope for us, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's just not going to happen. Like, and if you ask me, it's too late. Like, they're finally starting to try to do something about it governmentally, but it's like, dude, you waited way too long. It's too late. The Koch brothers won, but spending all that money to hold this off. You know, you're like, well, it's finished now.
There you go. There you go. Look at that one.
How do you think the only way to come back from this is to make one of those conspiracy theories come true where like they could really figure out how to control the weather. Here's why conspiracy theories are bullshit, okay? Because people say that's a conspiracy theory that's out there. Oh, they can control the weather. They can do, like, oh, can they? Well, how about they just make some fucking rain then?
Well, it rained last night, Bruce. It rained last night.
You know what I'm saying? It's asinine to say that. It's like, oh, okay, they control the weather. Okay, well then why are you about to die of thirst? Because there's no rain.
I still love Texas. Texas was my favorite because they couldn't even control their own power grid. That was my favorite.
That's a goddamn fucking libertarian dream of fucking free enterprise.
They couldn't control their own power
regulation
grid
whatsoever,
An entire state cannot control their power grid.
I'm just saying, there's no hope for us, dude. And we've passed the number of human beings that the planet can sustain, while at the same time destroying the systems that sustain the planet itself.
Oh, and we were talking about this literally now, and that's what I was saying. In the Pacific Northwest, the mussels are
cooking. It's MUSS, not mussels. Like,
oh yeah, I did write that. No. Yeah,
they're cooking your goddamn mussels, man. It's so hot outside.
You didn't have to put me on blast, you fuck. No, but this is the same
mistake to make. It sometimes autocorrect does it to you. Autocorrect will make you look like an idiot.
Yeah, look at this is happening also across.
Like I said, just bring some cocktail sauce.
Yeah, look at that.
Bring some lemons and cocktail sauce. Free mussel bar.
The other problem is not only that the water is getting so hot. So people forget is water takes a long time to heat up and cool down. So that's the first thing. So when it gets hot, it stays hot for a long time. The other problem is with mussels and other shellfish is that the water is so acidic that their shells are not hardening.
Right.
So you got two problems. You've got the toxins in the water and the water's overheating. And that's how you get, double problem. But, so I posted
that's
this.
Another question, though. Okay. Do you see that? That's just the beginning of like food supplies being destroyed. Okay. So at what point does that become a problem as well? They're like, oh, they didn't grow enough fucking. That's what's hilarious. Okay. They play these ads, in the grocery store, they play these fucking bullshit ads over the thing.
Yeah.
And every year cherry season, they play these ads for cherries. Oh, you get cherries in your produce section. Right. Well, this year they did not change the ad. So it's an ad from like a year ago, 2 years ago. And they're like, this year, Mother Nature smiled on the cherries, the perfect spring conditions. Great, the best growing season ever. And you're like, dude, it's 125 degrees.
Yep.
What world are you living in? Like, it tells you that advertising is complete bullshit all the time. You know, it's like, it's like, dude, this is the most severe drought and heat wave anyone's ever seen. This guy's like, it's the best growing season ever.
All right, let's switch gears to something positive. Yeah.
Purple Urkel.
Purple Urkel. Right. What are your thoughts on Purple Urkel? Will you be partaking?
Urkel got to make a living.
Look at this.
And, glad Snoop's helping him out, I guess.
He looks the same. I mean, black don't crack. Snoop's hairline is further back than mine's is.
Oh, yeah, Snoop looks old.
Yeah, he does. But J.L. White, he looks about the same.
Yeah, but he probably doesn't, party like Snoop.
Yeah, no,
Snoop been sipping that Hennessy and fucking smoking blunts for the last fucking 40 years.
Purple
He's
Urkel.
the Black Willie Nelson.
All right. Well, I'm going to be honest. In about a couple of weeks will be the Star Trek convention.
Are you going?
Yes, I am.
How much is it?
You know what?
For a ticket.
Let's find out.
Are you nerdy enough that you get in for? Because you know somebody.
I'll tell you my trick. I'll tell you my trick how to get into Star Trek convention for free. I did pay for tickets a few times. So what I do is I use all my badges from previous years and just tape them back onto my wrists and walk right through. But they look at the date. Well, no. So if
you have so many, they probably change colors every year.
Yeah, they do.
So if you have so many, you have like a rainbow of colors on your arm, and then they don't want to stop you and look at all the colors.
So let me see. Let me see if they.
How much is it? Wait, go back up. See who's there.
Well, I know who's there.
No, I don't.
Okay.
So I'm not that.
All right, hold on. We'll put it on
just that line.
Yeah, we'll put it on the screen. Hold on. I'll show everybody.
God, just scroll.
I'll show everybody. So here it is. Star Trek convention.
I saw
headliners. Okay, so William Shatner, Takei, Nichols, Sonequa Martin. Sonequa Martin.
7 of 9.
Yeah, well, no, but Sonequa Martin Green is the captain of Discovery.
No, but 7.
Oh, Kelsey Grammer's going to be there.
Right. How would you like to talk about Frasier?
No, he was in an episode of Star Trek. He was in
right. He's like, I was in one episode of Star Trek. Would you like to talk about Frasier?
Well, I would like to talk about Frasier.
Right, exactly. It's like, dude, he was in one episode. Dude, you can see Jerry Ryan's tits.
No, Sonequa Martin Green is
live,
hot.
right in front of you.
Do I have a 7 to 9 autograph? I don't think I do. Okay,
you need it.
Okay,
all right. So let's see how much it is.
Okay, gold
sold out.
Oh wow. Okay, captain's chair, copper admission package. Okay,
$439.
Yep, that's about right. Now let me see.
Holy shit!
General admissions
$330.
Preferred single day pass.
$85 a day.
Yep. So I'll probably.
Dude, that's a lot.
Captain's chair is
$670.
And gold was.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Was $12.99.
Yeah. Now I
that's like an actual scientist who has like a really good paying job. He's like, I got $1,200.
I'll be buying this.
I got $1,200. You're gonna spend $430.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Let me see something here.
You're gonna spend $430 to go to the Star Trek convention.
Hold on. Let me see.
Oh my god!
Wow, what chairs are available?
Hardly none.
Wow, all of the chairs are gone.
Right, except the back. You better buy one right now.
Jesus,
or you're gonna get frozen out.
Wow.
And even that, all the way in the back. Still $439.
Well, it's a 55 years of Star Trek.
Still. Wow. Dude,
we're down to a handful of chairs, too. Wow.
Dude, you better buy one. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I know.
You better buy that one you just fucking point at right there in the middle. Put it in your shopping cart.
Well, yeah, what I'll end
up better reserve it.
Every year what I do is I sit at the very front until I get shuffled back.
Right, but you better reserve it now or you're not going to get it.
Yeah, I know. No, when we go.
Yeah, you got to do that right now. That's why I went and bought Gary C. Clark tickets. It's like, well, I don't want to sell out. So, all right, I got to get going with champagnes. Hey, I know it sounds repetitive, but I just want you to know that if you are watching in or you're in the Midwestern area, like I said, me and Charlie will be at the Drop Comedy Club August 6th and the 7th. And Charlie says those shows will sell out. So call the club and buy some tickets. We'd love to meet you in person. It'd be great.
All right.
And we need to go to said Champagne's. So Charlie's off work tomorrow, so she's coming. So I have to go by the house and pick her up.
All right, let me get the music. All right.
So like I said, thank you for watching. We love you, all of you.
We'll be on VH1 next week.
It's a pilot, so we might just run one. Hey, we'll be on.
VH1 with Bruce and Bob.
Anyway, thank you for watching. I will be back.
Good night.